But when we sent it off and I dented it, it was an oval. Recently, I've been doing something that, it would make a lot of people that make videos kind of cringe. When you want to get different shots and everything else, you want a wide variety of close stuff, wide stuff, and mid stuff. And right now, the only lens that I ever use for this camera is this 12-24. So the most that I could ever get for close shots is this. So because of that, I've been using my phone for a lot of it, or even using something a little less. Well, a lot less good. It's going to be this little cheap camera that shoots in 1080, I think is the highest resolution that it shoots. And I wouldn't use a zoom lens. And it's for one specific reason. I broke my 70-200 lens about a year and a half ago for my Sony. It took a 5-foot nosedive onto concrete when we were shooting a wedding, and I haven't fixed it. But it's supposed to be fixed today. We sent it off, and they were working on it, and it's supposed to get here today. I'm also on a run. That's what the t-shirt was for. But yeah, all the shots from this run are going to be from my iPhone. And hopefully, if all goes well, the next shots for zoom shots are going to be on the Sony a7S III with my new lens, or my repaired lens. You know what the best part is? We have, that package is supposed to be delivered at 10, and I'm gonna have to sprint home to get it, because I have to sign for it, because it's expensive. And like I said before at the beginning of this video, this has been it's been sitting on my shelf for a year, and we didn't do anything. And I honestly didn't do. I had nothing to do with this. Most of the Savannah did all of having to go through our insurance, and so I can't take credit for any of this. You kidding me with this bubble wrap? Final layer. To be completely honest, I was fully convinced that this lens was totaled, and our insurance was just going to give us a brand new one. But come to find out, I only did $600 worth of damage, and I think to total this lens, it would have been $1,200 or $1,300, maybe a little bit more. So all that to be said, this is the original lens, and this is my first time, obviously, seeing it since it's been repaired, so I'm gonna have to baby it. Or moving forward, I'm going to really baby it. I went through a time where I treated my gear very roughly, and after I broke 2 lenses, I've since moved on from that. Oh, well, this is our lens, because you can tell all the wear from the mounting, or where you mount the lens to a tripod. All right, before we got this zoom lens wouldn't even rotate. It seems like it rotates pretty good. And this is a cylinder. But when we sent it off and I dented it, it was an oval. So it's I think they did everything. They have a list of everything that they did to it. But now I think the only way to actually test if I'm sure it works, but the only way to test it is to put it on the camera, and before I test the lens, I actually found the printout of everything that they did. So they repaired damage caused by shock or impact, the 5 feet that I dropped the thing on. Replace group block assembly and SS assembly. I don't know what that is. Replace filter ring and linkage plate. Repair and adjust optical alignment, probably the oval that I turned, or the circle I turned into an oval. Check and adjusted all functions to specifications, general cleaning and lubrication, and there's a 90-day guarantee. There's $350 worth of parts. So that's everything that they did. I thought they were going to change a couple of the motors, but I guess the motors did need to be replaced. With all that, now I'm going to actually put this on and test this out. I'm really excited. This is my favorite lens, and I was really bummed when I when I broke it. All right, this is the first shots. Literally, that was the lens you were on. The first shots on our repaired 70 to 200. This one looks so good. What are you doing? One of the biggest things one of the biggest reasons that I really love this lens is just for how clear and crisp it is, and then you can also get a really nice like bokeh. Like, I do use my iPhone a lot for zoom lenses, and I've used it a lot for just pickup shots and stuff like that, especially when I don't have something this big. But I would be lying to say that there's not a big quality difference that you can probably tell, and you really just are able to tell that when you have something like this compared to like an iPhone. The reasons I like zoom lenses so much compared to like wide angles is you can get a bunch of different angles from things that that you normally can't get with like a wide angle. A wide angle, you kind of get like whatever you shoot is like whatever is there is what you can shoot, versus like a zoom lens, you can really kind of make anything look good if you know how to get the right angles. I also really do like the motors in this. They're a lot, if you could tell, they're a lot slower, but I think they're a lot more cinematic because of that. Typically my faster, the wide angle that I shoot on is a lot faster, and that can be good, but also I kind of like the slow roll into like focusing, and if you know how to do it right, I think it looks really good. I kind of wanted to go over how we ended up getting it fixed, because this lens was totaled. It was a completely useless lens when I dropped it it dropped off of a monopod. But we didn't have to pay anything for it because it was completely covered under our insurance. Currently, our insurance that we have, it's called the Professional Photographers of America, and we basically pay it's like a yearly subscription, but it covers us for things like this. And like any insurance, you can have like a bunch of different tiers. I don't even know what tier we have. I just know that like pretty much most of our gear is covered, if not all of it is covered, if we broke it all or it was all stolen at the same time. And like I said, there was $600 of damage done to this lens, and they sent us a check for that. They even like paid for the shipping to and from the facility and all that. And if we had broken it or totaled the lens, they would have just sent us a check to buy a brand new lens. Unfortunately, I didn't total it. I just did $600 of damage, which is crazy. That's a testament to how tough these professional lenses really are. If you do any kind of photography, videography, or anything, and you use your gear at any capacity, I would recommend maybe checking to get maybe just looking into getting insurance. I have it for all my drum stuff as well. It's a separate company, but I have it with my drum stuff, and we have it with our camera gear, just because sometimes things happen that you can't control. Like the whole reason that this thing fell was because of a faulty piece of gear on a monopod. It was properly secured and it functioned normally, but it was just a freak thing where it literally just lost tension and fell straight down and landed directly on the lens. The lens actually landed like this on the concrete, and it just stood up. They sent us the check relatively quick, and we got our lens back in like a week. So yeah.